Remember Ermac? This is him now. Feel old yet? Today's video is sponsored by AdamandEve.com, the #1 shop for all Adinian ladies. Adam and Eve sells every erotic product you could ever want for the perfect romantic experience. Their shipping boxes are discreet too, so you don't have to worry about any nosy neighbors judging you. And best of all, you get 50% off any item and free shipping when you use code UNDER at checkout. That's an amazing deal, literally cutting prices in half like Kung Lao's fatality. Adam and Eve offers 24/7 customer support and a 90-day money-back guarantee. Oh, and they've also been in business for 50 years, which is very impressive. Adam and Eve has stuff for men, stuff for women, and stuff for couples, so don't miss out. Treat yourself or someone special to a romantic evening with Adam and Eve and use code UNDER at checkout. Ermac's origin in Mortal Kombat is completely unique. Your boy literally began his career as a legend. After arcade players discovered Reptile as a secret boss fight, all sorts of rumors and legends started to fly into the air, and the most popular rumor by far was the error macro glitch. According to players at the time, if you played as Scorpion, there was a random chance that he would turn red instead of yellow, and his name would change too. It would no longer say Scorpion, it would instead say Error Macro, which was assumed to be the name of the glitch. And this rumor took off like wildfire, so much so that a lot of people even to this day believe in the Error Macro glitch. But here's the thing, it ain't real, Chief. It was never real and it can't actually happen. The reality is tons of people have tried to replicate this glitch for years. In fact, there are some mad lads who actually purchased the original Mortal Kombat arcade cabinets, and guess what? They can't repeat the glitch either. And that's why saying that Ermac began as a glitch is completely untrue. He began as a legend. The fans themselves created him. The boy's a fan fiction. And the cool thing is the developers were listening about this legendary ninja known as Ermac. The players had combined the words error and macro to make Ermac, and that became his name. And guess what? Ermac does appear in Mortal Kombat 2, but in name only. And guess what? The developers straight up say Ermac does not exist. He ain't real. He's a fantasy. You players stop it with your fan fiction, alright? He's not real. Okay, fine, we'll put him in Mortal Kombat 3. For the very first time in his career, Ermac was finally allowed to set foot on the field and play the game. And your boy came out swinging. He was a strong character. In fact, in the lore, he defeats Shao Kahn in a 1v1. It's not even part of the tournament. He confronts him later and goes, "Hey buddy, let's fight." And he straight up wins. He bodies the main boss of the Mortal Kombat series in his very first debut. And that's star power, because Mortal Kombat is like WWE wrestling. Whichever wrestler is the most popular gets to win the fight. It doesn't have to be logical, alright? Your boy Ermac got the fan base, that's why he gets the W. And one tiny detail that I absolutely love the developers for adding to MK3 is Ermac's origin. They straight up say he's an elusive ninja that no one's been able to see until now. In fact, the only reason Ermac entered the Mortal Kombat tournament was to prove that he exists, because people were denying him, especially the developers saying Ermac's not real. He's like, boy, I'm real, let me show you. Maybe I'll body Shao Kahn, then you'll admit that I'm real. I also low-key appreciate how Ermac's moves look like a literal glitch. I'm not sure if it's intentional. I know it's supposed to be telekinesis, like he has mind powers, but to me it looks like a glitch, and I love that because Ermac started off as a glitch rumor. Once again, I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but sometimes things work out and it's really cool. Alright, but now I have some bad news. Ermac does not appear in Mortal Kombat 4, which is weird because Mortal Kombat 3 said he would appear in the next game. I'm not joking, it was literally his ending. It said expect Ermac in Mortal Kombat 4, and then he just straight up wasn't there. It could be the developers forgot, but if you ask me, it's because they knew that Shinnok would get bodied by Ermac, so they couldn't let him play in this game. The Red Ninja's an MVP, alright? He's not gonna let Shinnok stomp around pretending to be Shao Kahn. Ermac bodied Shao Kahn, he can body Shinnok too. And that's why I think that Ermac was not in Mortal Kombat 4. Shinnok could not handle the smoke. However, unfortunately, Ermac's bad luck did not stop there. He also wasn't in Deadly Alliance. Yeah, just straight up, he's not in 2 games back to back. Keep in mind how popular this character was. He was a literal fan fiction come to life, and fans adored him. The guy took down Shao Kahn, and then he's just gone for 2 games. Actually, now that I think about it, it kind of makes sense because he is the elusive ninja that nobody can see, so maybe he just took a break. Ermac's kind of like Bigfoot. You can't see him unless he wants you to see him. And when Ermac finally did come back, mwah, it was chef's kiss. This was by far the greatest comeback in world wrestling history, because your boy Ermac did a literal heel turn. He went from being a villain equal to Shao Kahn into one of the good guys who was helping everybody and literally saving the day. Liu Kang and every other good guy never would have succeeded without Ermac. Well, especially Liu Kang, because your boy's a corpse. But let me explain what I mean. I know it's confusing. Look at this image right here on screen. Yes, that is Ermac fighting 5 different warriors at the same time by himself. Your boy is clutching the 5v1 and not even sweating it. Keep in mind, this guy is 1,000 souls combined into one body. You think you can take him in a fist fight? There could be 5 Goros in this room and they still wouldn't be throwing enough hands. Like I said, this moment was beyond hype. The guy was gone for 2 games and then comes back as a hero and is fighting off 5 of the strongest characters by himself. Are you kidding me? That is absolute god tier if I've ever seen it. You could honestly make the argument that Ermac is one of the strongest characters in Mortal Kombat history, especially if you don't include the gods. If we're only including people who can compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament, then Ermac might just be the strongest character in the series. Maybe your boy Raiden with full god powers could take him, maybe Fujin too, and definitely Shinnok if he has the amulet, but if we're talking mortals, I think that Ermac might be the strongest character in the entire game. Although to be fair, your boy is low-key cheating. He's 1,000 people doing a fusion dance into one character. He's gonna be OP. Unless we're talking about Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where your boy literally turns himself into a physical army. Instead of being 1,000 people in one body, he becomes one spirit in 1,000 bodies. Your boy straight up pulls an Uno reverse card and just becomes an army. Now, of course, most endings in Armageddon aren't canon, but even so, your boy flipped the script, and that's gotta be noted. Ermac's rise to power was absolutely glorious, but now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the fall. Much like Reptile, Ermac is going to jump off a cliff, hit rock bottom, and then just keep digging until he finds the center of the earth. Ermac's downfall started in Mortal Kombat 9. Despite how fresh the boy looks, both of his costumes are absolutely stunning, and I love them so much they should come back for every single game. However, in the story mode, your boy is done dirty. Things don't start off too bad, at least. He loses to Liu Kang, which, okay, it's the strongest fighter in Earthrealm. And in fact, depending on how the writers feel that day, Liu Kang might be the strongest character in the entire series, so losing to him, not too much of a jobber moment, but it does still suck. Because don't forget, Ermac used to be capable of this. Do you think that Liu Kang could fight all 5 of these people by himself? Because I seriously doubt it. But hey, maybe NetherRealm offered Ermac a pretty penny to take a dive. Once again, losing to the champion of Mortal Kombat isn't that big of an L, but guess what happens later? He fights Stryker. Yeah, Stryker, the human character. Ermac, the 1,000 people combined, loses to a single person. What is happening? Look, I get it. You can't just have Baraka, Kano, and Shiva losing all the time. You gotta mix it up. But Ermac? You chose Ermac to job to Stryker? What is happening here? Kentaro was already absurd, but at least it's kind of like David and Goliath. But Ermac? Once again, Stryker is one human. Yeah, he has guns, but Ermac is literally 1,000 times stronger than that, and he can use magic. You're telling me he lost to Stryker? That's certified jobbing. Ermac must be in a lot of debt because he is taking so many dives, and you know somebody's paying him to lose here. And I almost forgot about this, but he also loses to Cyber Sub-Zero, which, okay, I guess. Cyber Sub-Zero takes on Goro and Kentaro at the same time, so he's obviously really strong. But this is Ermac we're talking about, so watching him lose is always painful. It's like watching Liu Kang lose. I don't care if it's appropriate. It's super painful to watch. That's your boy. I don't want to watch Liu Kang lose, and I don't want to watch Ermac lose. They are 2 characters that should almost never lose. But hey, I guess he at least got to rip off Jack's arms, which is kind of a W, I guess, because that was never the lore before. The whole ripping Jax's arms off thing began with Ermac. He started that trend, alright? Your boy's a trendsetter, and at least his ending in the arcade ladder was kinda cool. Look at this picture. Look at this image. Got a hoe to his left and a hoe to his right, and he rules over the realms. That's pretty sick. Your boy Ermac is a literal king at the end of MK9, and that part does make sense. He's got a woman in each arm and an adoring kingdom that loves him, much like real life where the fan base loves him. Oh boy, but then we have MKX. Yeah, in this game, Ermac fell off a cliff. He pretty much jobs to everybody, and the boy looks a bit goofy. I understand why NetherRealm showed his face. They wanted to flex their motion capture technology, and they wanted him to appear more relatable by showing his face, but I think it did the opposite. Because in previous games, Ermac just looked like a ninja, and you could kind of picture the human face beneath, but not here. In Mortal Kombat X, he looks like a literal corpse, and you just can't relate to that. At least his dialogue is a bit better. He definitely has a personality in Mortal Kombat X, but he's still a god tier jobber, and I just can't accept that. But in your boy's defense, there is a bit of a lore explanation for why he's so weak. Apparently, when Shang Tsung was killed, there's nobody left to maintain his body, and Ermac is slowly falling apart as a result, and that could be why he's weaker in Mortal Kombat X. But do you know what sucks the most? The fact that Ermac never gets to redeem himself like in the 3D era. Your boy is a henchman the entire time. We never get to see him become become a good guy and help the heroes like he used to. Instead, your boy's a lackey the entire time. He's a literal henchman, like those random AI in the old Spider-Man games. He just exists to show up and get beat up. And don't even get me started on his arcade ending. Your boy literally dies in his own ending, and he's used to load Shang Tsung's save file. That sucks, man. His only job in Mortal Kombat X was to be a respawn for his slave master. That sucks. That's rough, Ermac. I'm sorry, buddy. And then you all know how this story ends for Mortal Kombat 11. He's not playable. You never see him in story mode making a cameo. Nope, instead we just get this in the Krypt. He can literally fly. NetherRealm, what are you doing? I can understand Ermac dying, that still sucks, but can you at least spare him death by gravity? Your boy can levitate or even fly depending on the game that he's in. Oh my god, he can teleport too. I almost forgot about that. Your boy has so many ways to avoid the pit death, but it doesn't matter. As an Ermac fan, this is what you get in Mortal Kombat 11. An Ermac kebab. Here you go, made to order. Go ahead, eat him right up. But hey, at least you got a new costume. That's more than I can say for Reptile. That guy is hunted and killed for currency, and the developers didn't even have the decency to give him a new look for Mortal Kombat 11. Imagine being hunted down for pennies while wearing your old threads. That's just mad disrespectful. Your boy Reptile deserves better. I guess at the end of the day, that's the one silver lining. No matter how far Ermac falls, he's always gonna have Reptile beneath him. Leave a like down below for Ermac and pay the boy some respect. He began his career as a legend and then fought off some of the strongest characters all by himself and then became a literal army, only to be treated like dirt in the reboot. Jobs to Liu Kang, jobs to Stryker, gets bodied by everybody in Mortal Kombat X and is treated like a regular henchman, and finally is turned into a kebab in Mortal Kombat 11. But here's the good news. I truly do believe that Ermac is going to return in the next Mortal Kombat game, and when he does, he's gonna collect some scalps. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and then ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.